that motherfucker to the world.
What about the wisdom side, the intellect side? Were you kind of tapped into that back then?
No, I was superficial as fuck.
Okay.
I wanted the Range Rover on the 24s. I wanted to be jacked, and I wanted shit my way. I just wanted everything.
Well, what about the pen kind of shifted your mind into that space?
It was once I got rid of all vices. Once I dropped all vices and I started to really read these quotes and get deep into like the teachings that people that the wisdom of the ages, or what quotes are known as. And so once I read quotes, I started to see that infinite intelligence is real, because people all across spans of time are saying the same shit. And how could they say the same thing if there wasn't centralized intelligence? So once I made up in my mind that centralized intelligence existed, through reading quotes of people all through the ages saying the same shit, and me being aligned at that time of my life where I was in a caloric deficit because prison has you starving like a motherfucker. I was training intensely as fuck, which was tapping me into my higher self, basically a meditative state. And I spent a lot of time in isolation and in solitude that made me meet myself at a different degree. So once I used those three systems of elevation, I looked back and I realized since the dawn of time, people have been using these to tap into self and speak to creation. So they fasted to meet themselves and meet their creator, or go within and meet themselves. And then they went on long, enduring treks. This is how they prove their value. They trek from one city to another to then just fall at the altar on their knees, which I believe prayer isn't an assumed position. It's that you've actually given your all and fell to your fucking knees. People are just assuming that position and saying they're grateful and they're worthy, but they haven't sacrificed everything, every ounce of their being to get where they're going. And then then they also sought solitude. They would remove themselves from everything, and they would spend time alone to tap into the stream of consciousness. And the stream of consciousness is where I found everything. And I found this in a pretty normal fashion. I just picked up a book, and the book was Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. Now that book told me that to tap into infinite intelligence, one had to be grateful. So gratitude kicked open the door to infinite intelligence, to higher intelligence. So me reading the quote books and seeing that, for sure, I know that there's a centralized universal message that we're all tapping into, and then reading that, so then I just knew that I had to be grateful. So every morning I made a grateful practice. I intentionally cultivated a grateful state, and I've done that for 15 years straight by waking up at 2:45 as an offering to people. So everything I teach is self-transcendence. So we wake up at 2:45 to become our best self for everybody else. We work out to raise our rate of vibration so that I can bring better energy to you. We create ourselves in this form, in this offering to give to everybody around us. So before we even meet people, the energy exchange is congruent. We've been wanting to meet them. We've been preparing to meet them. We knew that we were put in a place to be valuable to them. So everything in my program that I teach and everything in my program that I live was about transcending self.
A lot of the things that you're speaking on, I've been tapped into for some time, right?